brother past 20 years. And, you know, this last couple of years.
We like to make sure that we give you your bang for your buck and then some. So as always, we have a couple of pre-show matches for you. So loosen up the vocal cords, clap your hands, stomp your feet, make some noise, and get ready for our opening pre-show match, a singles contest scheduled for one fall.
Alluded to, Jim, always, like many of the competitors on our pre-show events, looking to get that next big step into the main roster and to the top field here in VCW.
Let's go. I'm unstoppable.
Colton Quinn coming into this matchup with a great bit of momentum, getting an ounce of revenge back in February against Saturday Night Special from their shenanigans that they have been pulling with Danny Jax.
Colton Quinn, a young man that's had to overcome a lot of mental adversity. We're going to see if he can keep his eye on the prize here, because as we know, these pre-show events are very, very important. They really set the trail for what can emerge on our main shows and more opportunities and such. So you certainly do not want to see something slip by. You don't want Jace Carr to use Colton Quinn and his success as a stepping stone in many ways.
Jace Carr soaking up the ovation or lack thereof by our crowd here at McMecken. So glad to be back here at the Bishop Donahue High School. Oh, it's Jace Carr getting the jump in.
You cannot turn your back on an opponent as energetic and as enthusiastic as Colton Quinn is. You can't turn your back on Jace Carr.
Ooh, and a big right hand there by Carr.
He lowered the boom that time. Jace Carr using his height advantage to swing down, added impact on that crisp right hand, right on the button, very precise.
And now putting in the boots here to Colton Quinn. Like we mentioned, this is the pre-show for our main card, RASSLIN, that's wrestling, that you can check out on IndyWrestling.us and across platforms. You're not going to want to miss it. A big night of action, including two big debuts all the way from the National Wrestling Alliance. The Country Gentlemen will be in tag team action, as well as Wrecking Ball Legursky. You are not going to want to miss their big debuts as that masked mechanic, raking at the eyes of Colton Quinn right behind the back of our official.
I'm not surprised Jace Carr willing to take a shortcut. He has a rather nefarious reputation for bending and outright breaking the rules, and that's what we're seeing here.
Carr now, gonna back Colton Quinn up into the turnbuckles and now just raining in with blows.
Jace is a very precise and devastating striker, it looks like here.
Carr bringing Colton to the center. Big super kick.
That is how sudden, how impactful Colton Quinn can be. And he's a young man that's willing to take a chance, a real daredevil inside the squared circle.
Might see that opportunity now. Top rope goes Quinn. Senton bomb, but nobody
water,
home.
No water in the pool.
Carr now eyeing up Quinn here. Looking to lower the move. He likes that stomp, but Quinn able to have it scouted and move out of the way.
Roll through. There's that dynamic offense. Diving flatliner could be all. And good night. Statement made by Colton Quinn.
The winner of the match, world class, Colton Quinn.
Colton Quinn with another big victory and building some great momentum here on Victory Championship Wrestling. And ladies and gentlemen, that's just a taste of the action that you're going to get tonight on RASSLIN, that's Wrestling. Be sure to check out IndyWrestling.us for the main card. Tons of great action for you to come here. But once again, your victor, Colton Quinn. Jim LaMotta, tons of great action still to come on the main card. How excited you are to get to see the Country Gentlemen and Wrecking Ball Legursky make their big McMecken debut.
You know, Eamon, I got to tell you, the Country Gentlemen of AJ and KC Kazana, they are a very, very accomplished tag team. And to bring them here to VCW, to me, adds a whole new dimension to the already very competitive tag team division.
As we get underway with more action here on the pre-show, and that music can only mean one thing. A dark cloud just about to make its way over McMecken.
You know, Eamon, you and I have been in this wrestling business for quite some time.
Weighing 225 pounds, no good,
We've come across some very miserable individuals, but no one, I believe, is more miserable than that man right there, Nathan Ulrich. He lives up to that moniker of no good.
A cantankerous cretin, I gotta say to say the least, and that's the nicest I can say about him. Nathan Ulrich, always with a sour look on his face. But we're going to see quite the contrast in his opponent here. Pastor CeeLo with the plate in hand, getting the collections and feeling the energy. What? That's a...
Hey, you always got to be safe in there, Eamon.
Protection matters. Inside and outside the wrestling ring. But Pastor CeeLo, the good pastor, I got to say, growing into one of the biggest fan favorites in all of Victory Championship Wrestling.
Absolutely, Eamon. I am not religious. I am as skeptical as they come. But even I can feel the power of Pastor CeeLo. You gotta love it, man.
It just radiates off of him. You just get excitable. You get, like you said, full of that spirit. And Pastor CeeLo has used that spirit to power him to victory multiple times. He even has an upset victory over the current VCW heavyweight champion, Patrick Hayes, from a couple months ago.
And that shows you that anything can happen at any time, especially with someone as energetic as Pastor CeeLo.
Nathan Ulrich going to work in with a side headlock, a veteran of this business, incredibly smart, savvy, and just conniving competitor.
CeeLo's going to have to stick and move here, certainly at a definitive size disadvantage. Use that technique with that right there. Try to keep Ulrich off off balance, and look at CeeLo stringing the moves together, 2 feet in the face.
Nice series of arm drags, the drop toe hold and the drop kick. When you get those moves strung together, when you get that momentum building, that is how you lead to victory. And now Aldridge going right for the eyes, stopping all that momentum.
That right there is the nasty nature of Nathan Aldridge, just trying to gouge the eyes of the good pastor.
Aldridge, coming off of that loss in that blindfold match with Izzy Lambert, cannot be all too happy. But the way that whole match came about shows that viciousness and that connivingness of Nathan Aldridge that you mentioned, Jim. Blinding Izzy Lambert with a fireball. You never know what to expect. You never know what Nathan Aldridge is going to pull out of his bag of tricks to punish his opponent.
Back suplex, and to your point, there's quite simply no woe that he won't sink to within professional wrestling or outside it for that matter. Lateral press, not enough body-on-body contact.
Oh, but again, going right in for the choke now.
Trying to asphyxiate CeeLo. Referee George Ross putting down the count, but let's be honest here. Nathan Aldridge isn't going to be discouraged by a 5 count.
He's definitely not discouraged, and is going to exploit it in every chance that he can get. Ooh, big knee right onto the chest of Pastor CeeLo. And look at the...
I'm sorry, I mean, that's what makes Nathan Aldridge so dangerous. He's so big, but yet the guy can move.
Incredibly dangerous competitor is Nathan Aldridge. Going to back CeeLo up into the corner, maybe... Ooh. Pull that last bit of the spirit out of him. Oh, big chop in the corner.
I believe we're seeing the good pastor fight with a sense of urgency here because he has sustained a lot of damage thus far early on.
CeeLo looking to Irish whip Aldridge. Aldridge able to reverse. Now going to come charging in the corner. Big splash.
And that's how Aldridge moves that weight around.
Powering CeeLo over again this time. CeeLo having it better scouted this time.
Yeah, Aldridge telegraphed it and paid for it, but can CeeLo mount back here? Can he rally back?
Aldridge reeling now. CeeLo, oh, Aldridge catching the boots.
Look out.
Oh, big backstabber.
And that'll realign the spine right there.
CeeLo just wrenching in pain right now.
Look at the look on the face, just the scowl of disgust from Nathan Aldridge.
And now about to scale up. We normally don't see Aldridge go through the air that often, but thinking moonsault of all things.
And how often do you see someone that big do a moonsault like that? But it didn't pay off. Opportunity for the passer.
Series of clotheslines. And a drop kick for good measure by Pastor CeeLo. The question now is, can CeeLo get that last big move in to finish the job and put Nathan Aldridge down?
This crowd of Nick Mecca is still filing in here. They're rallying behind CeeLo.
Aldridge having the weight advantage here and using it to his advantage, able to block. CeeLo known for, oh, I was going to say a spinning neck breaker, but Nathan Aldridge planting CeeLo face first into the mat, and now has Pastor CeeLo hooked up. Look at the power!
I believe he calls that the no bueno bomb, and that's it. Forget about it. No finesse, all impact from Nathan Aldridge.
No good, Nathan Aldridge.
Aldridge puts down Pastor CeeLo and gets a much-needed victory. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on the pre-show for VCW's RASSLIN, that's wrestling. Be sure to hop over onto the main card or IndyWrestling.us. You're not going to want to miss the VCW debuts of the Country Gentleman and Wrecking Ball Legursky. That is can't miss action coming your way. For myself, Eamon Payton, for Jim LaMotta. We'll see you in just a few moments on IndyWrestling.us.
Such a strain on my physical and my mental health, but it was all worth it. All worth it for one moment, because I knew I did the right thing. I knew I had to beat Patrick Hayes, and I had to get him out of VCW. But I should have known better. Should have known better, because he's a worm. He always finds a way back in. And now Patrick Hayes is the VCW heavyweight champion. I said going into this match, there's not enough room here for the both of us. When he's the heavyweight champion, I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. So where does that leave me? I don't know.
You see that, baby? You see that West Virginia monster in all of the Midwest. You see that? I beat Jimmy Shane, and I beat 9 other fools. You see that? I fell out of the sky, baby. Thunderbird flew like a steel kite. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jake Ely, Thunderbird, monster among men. Kick-out!
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can combine that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
VCW faithful, for the last 2 years, I've done everything I could to make this the best wrestling federation around. And I can do nothing but thank you for all your support. But at this time, life has taken me in a different direction. And now I live in Lafayette, Indiana. My family's moving out there. So I unfortunately have to resign as the commissioner of Victory Championship Wrestling. Again, thank you for everything. We're gonna miss you guys. I'm gonna miss you guys. Thank you. Victory Championship Wrestling. You have to admit, you gotta admit, the BOSS, Boston Professional Wrestling, Glenn Spector. I keep my promises. First night on the job, absolute mayhem. You know, I just gotta say, the first thing I want to talk about is Zeke Mercer and my boy Candy Christopher. You know, it was nothing personal, Zeke. You were just there. The right guy at the wrong time. And that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. Victory Championship Wrestling Management, you never should have gave me that contract. You don't know what you did. I signed on dotted line. You guys signed your lives away. So from now on, all Victory Championship Wrestling faithful, just keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes out for me. Keep your eyes out for my boy Cannon Christopher and anybody else I feel like dragging into this mess, because I'm going to tear this place apart. That's a promise. It's also
an F-A-K-T.
Facts. And that, Victory Championship Wrestling, is all you need to know. VCW Andrew Palace is back! And oh, it was so much fun today, and it's gonna be so much fun coming up this year and the next year and the next year, because Palace is back at VCW, and we're going to have, what are we gonna have? Fun! We're gonna have fun! It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I might have lost, but you know what? I look damn good in this dress. That's right. Whoever thought Kill Piss would look this nice? Beauty and the Beast, I am both. Who wants to know it? Okay, let's get on. Oh God, I gotta take this off. And then, oh God, it's not coming off. All right, well here's what's gonna happen. All right, I'm not done with Gannon and the captain just yet. But you know, Gannon keeps running from me, trying to hide behind Captain and John Paul and Mr. Rob. I want to see what Gannon's going to do when he comes one-on-one with me. I want Gannon one-on-one. That's what I want first. And then I'm going to take VCW by storm.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
They locked me out of the cage. You saw it.
I did see it.
You saw it. I saw it. That stupid referee Josh made in his book, he can't even read. They locked me out of the cage.
They took this win away from me when Nick West's wife gave up for him. Everyone heard it. Everyone heard it. This is why I came to VCW in the first place. Because of crap like this, where people cheat and take shortcuts to win. And then they lock me out of the cage, and they try to murder Malachi Gage while I'm looking on. Now that might not have been the outcome we wanted. But let me tell you, Victory Championship Wrestling, Gavel David Lawless is just getting started. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. And when it's over, you're going to regret bringing out this side of Lawless. Dismissed!
VCW Victory Championship Wrestling. You will never, ever get rid of Patrick Hayes. It doesn't matter if it's loser leaves town. It doesn't matter if somebody makes me bleed all over West Virginia. It doesn't matter how many times I get my ass kicked. I will always, always come back. And with the championship that I carry so proud, I knew it was only a matter of time before I had it in my hands. You will never, ever, ever get rid of Patrick Hayes, because I will be the VCW champion forever.